Hi everybody, welcome to a new video series that I'm going to do about the free-to-play survival simulation crafting game 2 hours 1 life, and that's not even touching the top of it. It's also a family game. It's got a lot of good stuff. It's indie. It's there's so many things about this game that means it can appeal to so many people. But we are going to start a solo town because that's something that a lot of people do. They want to start alone to learn the game. And if you are someone who prefers playing alone, then that is a good way to play the game. Now, if you start or if you give in your account details for the first time, you enter on this page afterwards, and it says, do you want to play with friends? No, this means that you do not have a friend with which you can share a twin code. If I say yes, I have the code cat, and I say, oh, I have one other friend, then I say we are twins. If I have two friends that want to play with me, I say triplets. If I have three friends that want to play with me, I say quadruplets, and we give the twin code. But in this case, I do not have friends. I'm gonna be a solo Eve. So I say no friends. Where to spawn? I do not choose randomly because then I end up in someone else's town. I'm going to go to a specific location. Now it says a specific family, and I say no, I do not want to join a specific family that's active right now. I want to make my own spawn code. Now the spawn code is sort of a, well, spawn code to me already immediately means what it is, but it's basically sort of a passcode in a way that makes it so you always spawn in the same location. So I can now enter a spawn code that only I will know. For example, I'm gonna call my spawn code Maple Fields 01. That is the name of the spawn code. That is something I'm probably the only person who ever entered this name, Maple Fields 01, and that's where I'm going to end up. So now you say, but Jesse, now I know your spawn code. Can I come to this town? Technically, yes. And also, I probably won't mind. I'll probably be done recording by the time I publish this first video, and then you can come and see this town the way it ended up. If I decide to settle here, because I've never been here, I don't know if I'm gonna like this place. So we're going to go to Maplefield 01, and then we press play. We connect, waiting to be born, and we are an Eve, and this is leading us straight into a jungle. I'm gonna say no baby. So let's zoom out. Now you might be like, Jesse, I can't zoom out. Right. You're maybe a new player, you don't know how to zoom out. To turn on the zoom out function, it's when you just press escape settings, gameplay, enable zoom, and that will allow you to zoom out. Another thing that's very handy is if you go to advanced and you enable show coordinates. You could technically enable everything except for save map files. I wouldn't do that unless you use Town Planner. That's an entirely different thing. You can do all these things, enable everything. The coordinates here especially are what we are going to be using this live. So as I am here, you can already see I'm getting hungry, and the thing I'm mostly here for is just checking what is in this area. There's one thing I noticed, and that is that there's an egg at this goose, which means someone has been here. I'm not the very first person to come here. There's also rabbits that are out of their hidey holes, which also means someone has passed by this area. That could mean someone lives here. It could also mean someone just, traveled here. This ore vein is interesting. That's a mine. So I'm gonna start by saying mark mine. So I have found the mine now. Gotta be a little careful with that wolf. And this is the shortest river I've ever seen. There's a seal over there. That's nice because, taking a seal skin coat will keep you warm as a Eve at the start of the game. I'm not there yet, but could be interesting. And as you can see, I'm just moving around. I haven't gone into a green biome yet. And this area here, if you look over here, the rabbits are not yet awake. They're coming out of their holes right now, which means that this part of the map has been unexplored. And it was just like that little area at the water that people were at. This is a fantastic zone for getting my first rabbits. I would do mark rabbits here, for example. And you might be like, what are you doing, Jesse? I'm marking my coordinates so I can sort of see where everything is. I will need to stay alive though, and I haven't eaten anything yet. So let's check our green biome. This green biome is super small. Not very good. I start with eating a stupid berry. I usually don't, but we're just checking the area. There's a lemon here, a lemon tree. I can eat that. If I can make a sharp stone, I can have a burdock as well, maybe an onion. Rather not have all the food that's here. This green biome is really tiny. If I want to make it my home, it's not going to be the prettiest home because of how small the green biome is. The green biome is just really popular for your farms and all of that, and yeah. That's why I'm disappointed it's so small. Now, having a massive jungle next door is kind of cute. I do like that. And we also get like a lot of peppers and bananas because of that, which is good food to have close to your town. So I'm not really mad about it. Oh, another mine. Look at that. So mark mine 2. So you see that I have the 2 mines marked. Oh my god, there's another mine up there. Do you see it? Saw it. Oh wow, this is good. Okay, this is really good. Mark mine 3. So we have 3 mines now. Oh, and we have horses. Look at this, so close to town. Mark horses. These are just some of the things that you kind of want to have marked down if you're doing your first trip of a location where you want to build a town. More seals and you might not see it yet. That thing over here, this is a tarry spot, which is where you can make your oil. That's also very good. It's very nice that it's close to those 2 mines. Now, if I had to make a smithy location in the future, I'd probably come close-ish to those 2 mines here. What's also very interesting is 3 sulfur spots. That's gonna be necessary for making rubber. So that's just things I'm seeing. That's nice. And well, also for rubber, you need the rubber trees and the oil palms. So around this area, having a rubber making area around here is also very nice. But yeah, this is just some scouting that I'm doing now. And you can tell that I'm not getting clothes, I'm not getting baskets. All I've gotten myself was a sharp stone, which I used a round stone and on a big rock on the floor. That's all I did. I'm gonna eat a banana now. And yeah, this seems like a very successful location to me to make a home. Also, this river is really cute. I'm not sure if I'm gonna work on that with my house or like where my town is. It's kind of not super close to the green biome. There's a well here though, which means this could be the farm location. There's also a few geese here, which means that until my well is up and running, this is a natural spring, by the way, this is going to be where the well is. Until I have the well up, which will be over this spring, then I can use some of the water from these geese to make sure my farm runs well. Then what we have over here is a little bit of soil. It's not much soil in this green biome, which is not great because the soil can only be found in a green biome and there's only 2 soil pits over here. It's not good. But we have a little bit more here. There seems to be a 3rd one there. Okay. 3 soil pits. That is something I do not like a lot. It is very, very little. Yeah, I'm not a massive fan of that. But other than that, it is for a tutorial and we do not need to have the perfect spawn. It is good that you guys can see me struggle if I don't know how to do anything. And you might say, Jesse, you just went super fast. I think you just got a basket. Yes, and I will make another basket very soon. So don't worry about that. What I'm doing now is picking milkweed. The start of a town always needs a lot of milkweed. You need rope to make a lot of tools and things to get your first fire and things like that. Now, I think that I might already be stopping this very first tutorial video very briefly. You might say, Jesse, you've only been going for 10 minutes. I know. It's I don't want to do like a 3-hour video and be like, hey, this is what you should look out for, and this is this is everything you should do in those 3 hours. I kind of just want to make this be the video that's like, how do you know if your spawn is okay? And I would say you have a sort of a green biome nearby with some maple trees. And the maple trees are sort of important because these branches are very important for all the tools you make. It's going to be important for your pens. I don't have a lot of these branches here, but I'm not really worried at this point. I'm okay with this. And I will die very, very soon, but I think this might be okay for the tutorial series. And if I find at some point that I get stuck, or that it's too hard, or that I kind of screwed myself over in this location, then I'll be honest, and that's where that series will end, and then we'll be like, okay, we're gonna go do another series soon. So yeah, but yeah, I'm starving now, 22 years. If you're like, Jesse, you died, oh no, how are you gonna go get back to this town? It's super easy. I just get reborn and I will be in my spot again because it still remembers that this is the spawn code Maplefields 01, and it's gonna put me back on that spot in the jungle and I will know my way around. And yeah, that's basically it. That's it for the first video. So what did I find? Mines. I found some seals. I saw they had a little bit of soil, not a lot, but it's gonna be a solo town, so I should be fine. I saw a location for my farm. Yeah, and I saw the place for my oil, which could be really close to those 2 mines that I saw. So I think we're very good with this location. So yeah, that's basically it. And I'll see you guys in the next video where we are going to get started on, I don't know what yet. Maybe backpacks. That sounds like a good idea. All right, I'll see you soon. Bye bye.